Hello everyone, Seeker7 here. And I know I'm a couple days late doing this because usually I try to do these Blu-ray collection updates on the very first day of the month, but I've been busy these past few days and I just didn't have a chance. But with that being said, I have a little bit of time at the moment, and I don't have an awfully large load this month, at least compared to the last month. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you guys what I got through the month of May of 2021. And by starting things off are a couple films that were actually given to me as late Christmas gifts from some family members of mine, because we didn't get to see them due to COVID and all that. And that's Buried, starring Ryan Reynolds. I haven't seen this yet. I hear it's a decent flick. It sounds interesting, very intense. So have to check that out. And then I got Man on a Ledge. I've heard mixed things about this one. I mean, it's got a neat cast with Ed Harris and Elizabeth Banks and all that. So yeah, I'll have to check that when I can. I hear it's not a terrific film, but it's, I don't know, it might be entertaining at least. These next two are both films by Steven Spielberg that I've been meaning to catch up because I'm trying to get most of his titles in my collection. First up is Duel. This is just a really intense, really awesome, very underrated film that not many people talk about when they talk about Spielberg. And this was his very first film he directed. And I can say, watching this film for the first time, I may have to put this in my top 10, 12 favorite films of his. I have to think about that, but yeah. The other Spielberg film I picked up, I still have not watched this one, and that is Amistad. But based on the premise, this does sound like it's going to be really intense and harsh, given, the subject matter it's presenting, but yeah, I definitely can't wait to check that out. Next are two documentary films I picked up. This one isn't going to sound random, but then again, most of my selections are pretty random. But I picked this up because my church, our Vacation Bible School, is coming up real soon, and it's like a Rocky Mountain theme. And I figured I'd pick this up, Rocky Mountain Express. This is an IMAX documentary from 2011 that talks about the history of the Rocky Mountain Railway, I suppose. Really neat documentary. It's only 45 minutes, and it comes with this animated short from 52. But yeah, really neat history if you're into trains and all that. And the other documentary I still have not watched yet is Catfish. Again, I know about this film from watching Your Movie Sucks. He brought this up and recommended it, so I'm assuming it's about catfishing, so this could be very interesting, so yeah. Next is The Conversation by Francis Ford Coppola. Oddly enough, the only Francis Ford Coppola films I've seen are The Outsiders and Apocalypse Now, so yeah, I still haven't seen The Conversation, and I still have not seen the Godfather movies, so what's wrong with me? But that's my goal for this summer. And then, I know this movie has a criterion, but the criterion is like super hard to find and it's super out of print, and that is The Third Man. I've seen this movie once a long time ago, and I remember being really intriguing, but I definitely need to rewatch it again because my memory on it is kind of vague. But this is usually highly regarded as one of the best films ever, as well as one of Orson Welles' best movies. So, well, I mean, he didn't direct it, but he stars in it, so as far as starring roles. Next is this very limited edition Steelbook I picked up. I don't have too many Blu-ray Steelbooks. I think I only have Zombieland and American Werewolf in London on Steelbook. But I picked this up because you can only get it on Steelbook, and that is El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. I'll be honest, I still have not gotten that far into Breaking Bad. In fact, I've only seen the pilot episode. I know, I'm behind, but I've been meaning to catch up on the show, and as soon as I'm done with the show, I'll definitely check this movie out since it takes place after the events of the show. And next is an animated film I picked up, and this is a more recent animated film that no one's really talked about, at least I don't see too many people talk about, and that is The Legend of Hay. This is a Chinese animated film that came out in 2019. Haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's highly rated on Letterboxd, and the animation looks gorgeous, but yeah, can't wait to check that out. These next three movies I picked up are all were nominated for Best Picture, and that being Minari, The Father, and Judas and the Black Messiah. I still have not seen any of these three, but I definitely plan on to it real soon, because these two particularly I've been really hyped to see. I just never got around to it because they were playing in my local theater, but I just didn't get the chance to see them because I guess I was busy at my job or something. And then I hear this is supposed to be really good. Like, so far people are calling this the best film of 2021, so I'll definitely have to check it out when I have the chance. And then have the Spider-Man trilogy, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I remember liking these movies when I was younger. To be perfectly honest, I'm not the biggest Marvel fanboy or anything. Like, I didn't grow up with the Marvel comics, but some of the movies, and especially some of the shows, I remember liking. Like, I remember liking the Spider-Man animated series, the 90s one, and I remember enjoying these movies, or at least the first two. Like, the first film was good, the second one's really good, and the third one was meh. So, yeah. Next up are two Criterions I picked up that are on sale. One I have seen, and the other I haven't. The one I've seen is Army of Shadows by Jean-Pierre Melville, I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, I saw this last year when I did my war film marathon. Really loved this movie. It's really intense, which you come to expect from a war movie, but really recommend you guys check this out if you haven't seen it. And then the other film I haven't seen is The Passion of Joan of Arc from 1928. This is often regarded as one of the best movies that came out in the 1920s, apart from Metropolis. But yeah, can't wait to check this out. Yeah. And now on to the TV shows I picked up, which I have a few. These first two are BBC nature documentaries, the first being Blue Planet 1 and 2. Love these two documentaries. I had the DVD for the first Blue Planet for a long time, but I found this on sale on eBay for only $20, which I thought that was a steal, so had to get it to go with my David Attenborough collection. And David Attenborough did not narrate this. Human Planet. John Hurt narrated this. And again, I heard this is good, and I can't wait to check it out. These final two shows I've picked up are both made by a certain company. And of course, I'm talking about the company Rooster Teeth. First, I got Ruby, Volumes 1 through 6, and Volume 7. I don't think they released Volume 8 yet. I've been meaning to get back on the show. I've only seen the first 3 volumes, and the reason I haven't got back to watching it is because, well, if any of y'all have seen Volume 3, if y'all remember how that ended, it was a very heartbreaking time for us Ruby fans. I hear the show has kind of gotten a little over the more recent seasons, but I'm still willing to check it out anyway. And the other thing, and this is my big pick of the month, and that is Red vs. Blue Seasons 1 through 10. It was on sale, and I thought, you know what, I don't know when I'll be able to pick this up. I really love the show. You know, I just really enjoyed it. I haven't watched it in a while, but I thought, you know, this would be a good way to convince me to get back to it. I will eventually pick up the other seasons, or at least the ones you can get on Blu-ray. But, so yeah, that's my collection of the month. Sorry this felt a little rushed and rambly. I'm expecting some company any minute now, and I just want to get this out as soon as possible. So, yeah, as far as updates on my channel, I haven't worked on the next Heroes vs. Villains round yet. I've just been very busy getting back to my job and all that. I'm hoping through this month I'll try to work on the next round, at least before I go on my vacation. I can't promise that, though. And, also, I have other things going on. Like, I'm still trying to do the ABC Challenge by Nathan Jones. I'm way behind on that. And now he's doing a new challenge, the International Challenge. So, I do plan to do that as well. And I already watched one film for my International Challenge. I won't say what. I'll save that for a video I plan on doing. So, with that all said, I hope y'all enjoyed this. And what was y'all's favorite pick that I got for this month? Mine was the Red vs. Blue box set, of course. But, yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Later.